Amphibies.
Yay! We're back. We're back in black.
We're black and black. I mean, back in black.
We're back and better than ever. I remembered what those things were. I wanted to talk about this interesting teacher I had in college. But after this.
It's a humphlump.
Where's the woozle?
Sneaky sneaks. Sneaky sneaks.
If any of you remember The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, I love that show.
Me too. And, you know, but there were a lot of sad episodes of that show. Like, they were constantly trying to pull at your heartstrings, I felt like. That's pretty much every Winnie the Pooh movie.
Should I hit him?
Oh. Why not? We're already hitting it.
Oh, no.
Ah.
You're so...
Yes, so.
He's so fat and jiggly. He's like Majin Buu.
Oh gosh, yeah, first form Majin Buu.
Huh. I love that character from Dragon Ball. Mm-hmm. Well, that was the easiest boss ever. See ya.
That was pretty. That was pretty easy.
Oh, and he was rich apparently.
Give me all your money. You need it no longer.
And he's
your
actually.
Children will starve.
Oh!
Oh.
No, thank you.
I guess they will starve. I took their inheritance. I was going to talk about this teacher I had. So I remember it was for like a color theory class, and she was nice enough, but I remember one time we were all putting up our homework on the wall for critique, and she shows up and she kind of stands like in the doorway, and she's like, before I come in, how many of you have had chicken pox before? And we all just kind of look at each other like, what the hell are you talking about? Oh. And it turns out she had the chicken pox, but she came to class anyway.
Oh!
And enough people said that they had never had it before, where she was kind of like, okay, well, I guess I should cancel class. I'm like, why did you show up in the first place?
Like, you should go to class if you're sick.
Right, and potentially infect everybody.
Let me do this voice. Or would you like to do his voice?
Sure. Oh, you oaf. You wield your nail like a club. Esme, how much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you?
Patrick.
Oh, not this again. I see. This old village. What a strange dream to have led me down here. If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. I'm Sly. Usually I live an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, so I'd best be getting back.
I'm telling you my life story for no reason.
Yeah, it sucks down here. If you return above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there, and I can thank you properly for your good deed.
I have a one-night stand and plenty of room for
no. No. I refuse all that you're putting. All right. Okay. Sure.
Let's go back up and then if we're up for it, we'll do more.
Yeah, I've been enjoying this actually.
It's a really good game.
Yeah. Oh, I know what else. The other thing I wanted to talk about was that I didn't talk about, and so is that I'd mentioned ghosts, and I like talking about like things that you can't necessarily explain, paranormal things.
That's what makes them cool. It's like the weirdy, spooky things.
Right. I remember I was on a plane back home, and I like made a friend, and the lady sitting next to me, and we got on that topic, and she automatically was like, okay, tell me what your paranormal experience. She was like really into it. I'm like, okay, you know. I have a couple different stories, but I guess I could tell one of them since we're trying to kill this thing. So I think I've already told you this, but in that first video we did together.
Oh yeah.
But for all those who haven't seen it, so we had driven about 5 or 6 hours to go to like this conference for my dad, and you know, it's like we ended up staying at a Motel 6 of all places. And I remember like the minute I got in there, I felt weird, but I'm like, okay, probably I'm just tired because we've driven for like 5 or 6 hours straight. So I didn't really think anything of it. So I went to bed that night, and I remember I woke up, and I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. I look over towards the corner of the room, and I see this woman standing there like in Victorian dress. And she turns around and she stares at me, and then she disappears.
Damn.
Yeah, and I remember thinking to myself, well, I can't do anything about that. So I just went back to bed. I remember like the next morning, I told my mom, and she was like, you know, I felt weird in there too. And I'm like, well, why didn't you say anything? We could have left.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's weird. But have you had any like weird experiences, you or your friends or anything?
Well, just one, and this is the one I told you in the Zara Hip video.
Right.
Like where, like...
The weird noises outside, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long story short, I was just sleeping one day. Ooh!
Oh, gosh.
And I was sleeping one day, and then I was woken up by a weird, like, the sound like what sounded like a weird chorus of people going, ooh, like right outside my window.
Nope.
See ya, chump.
You schmuck.
Here's the thing, there's no way someone could have gone right up to my window without me knowing. I didn't see a shadow or anything.
Right.
I was just, and I just, that's pretty much the entire story, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what, I don't know what it was, where am I?
I don't know.
Actually, that's the whole story. Just something woke me up and I couldn't go back to sleep.
I remember my grandfather telling me, like he grew up in the South. So, he and his dad, like when he was little, they were working on this house, like out in the woods, basically. So there wasn't anything around for like at least, I think he said like 10 miles. So they're working on this house, and he said that, you know, you put something down somewhere and you come back maybe like 10 minutes later and it'd be moved. It's like,
Ooh.
Yeah. And he said, you know, they were spending the night at this place so they didn't have to constantly like travel back from it back to their house. But he said like one night it got so bad there was like doors slamming and like people crying and screaming in the house. So they ended up having to leave in the middle of the night and like walk back home by the moonlight.
How do I get back up?
I don't know.
What happened? Wasn't this like the way out?
I thought.
I'm so confused. Whew.
But yeah, just I have actually a lot of stories, but I'm not gonna tell all of them now. But yeah, those are like the two that I'll share for the moment as we try to find where we're going.
Oh my gosh, where am I?
My sense of direction is awful.
Oh. Is it up here? I think I'm okay. Thank God.
We're on the right course.
Oh. Oh. Okay, screw this guy. Screw that guy.
Screw all of these people.
Okay, there's Dr. Eggman's place. It looks from this angle. It kind of looks like a big, like worm almost.
It does. Or kind of like those bugs from Nausicaa.
Oh, I read the manga and of Nausicaa. It is so, there's nudity, there's gore, there's so much.
Really?
Yeah.
Totally different from the movie.
Yeah, that's a story for next time.
Bye.
We might do this next time we record, but yeah, like let us know if you want more of this.
Right, please.
There's still so much more to this game.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying it.